Hey there everybody, I recently got my copy of Frosthaven in the mail and it was 44 pounds according to UPS, and that did include some of the or I should say assembled storage cases, which I actually put together last night. So I thought this would be a fun thing to do, is just unbox this. I wanted to do a little more board game content on this channel, and if you guys know me, you know that I love Gloomhaven, I love Frosthaven, and so let's see what the heck is in this. So I ordered this off Kickstarter in March 2022. So we have a huge box. I don't actually even know the best way to get this out, but this is what it looks like inside the box. Let's get this out of here. So this game, I've been thinking about doing a stream of it, of some of our games. We'll see how that goes. If I'm actually that ambitious, but I'm gonna cut the seal on this and then try to carefully flip this over and do a little bit of unboxing here, guys. So this game is probably the most popular board game in the world right now. I think there's over $12 million raised in the Kickstarter and even more elsewhere. And it is, for people unfamiliar, essentially a tabletop D&D. So you have a campaign that you do with friends. Oh my God, this is a workout getting this top off. And they came with an option of building storage cases because there's just so many pieces inside. And so my afternoon after this video is going to be assembling this all. So right off the top, we have our introduction and a little map here of sort of all the different things in the box. Holy crap. So we have our rule book right on the top. This is a lot. I need to read this before tomorrow. It should be pretty similar to Gloomhaven, but I think there's a lot of quality of life improvements. This is something with a seal on it, so I'm assuming I shouldn't open that yet. This is our scenario book. So this is essentially your missions that you can accomplish with your friends or enemies if you want to play with your enemies, but it is a cooperative game. So we're looking, this is, I'm guessing this is the section book. So that might be different from a scenario book. Next we have our scenario book. So it looks like this. And this is filled with all the different missions. First one is called Howling in the Snow, for example. So pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna try to move some of this stuff to enhance the unboxing experience here, but this is not easy. All right, next, looks like we have something that maybe we put our characters in. And then tally sheet. Oh, and this is a cool one. Here we have our map. So this is the Frosthaven map, which I think you build out as you go along. Let me see if I have this correct orientation. Looks like it's like this. So if folks are interested in kind of watching us do a campaign, it's something I've been thinking about maybe streaming or doing videos on as we kind of play through this game. I've got 3 other friends, so 4 people together that all kind of want to do this. So I think this should be a really fun thing. And if you want to learn about Gloomhaven, or I'm sorry, Frosthaven, which is the sequel to Gloomhaven, then this might be great. Opportunity to do such. Looks like there's some herbs. A little packet here. So this game is, I've been told it's really streamlined a lot of the parts of Gloomhaven as far as rules. So okay, this is a whole bunch of, okay, I see what we got here. We have 4 of these sort of sheets here, which looks like they can punch them out. I don't really know what all these are, so I'm not gonna start punching stuff out until I have a chance to glance at the rules a little bit and figure out if there's an order. And oh my goodness, we have our things to punch out. So I want to do this in a time efficient way, but it looks like there is one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna do this rapid speed. So this game is gonna be a lot. I think my fingers are gonna be pretty tired after punching all of this out. And I wish this was not even, this is probably a quarter of what is in here. So that is up to number 12. We have, some more of these. So these are all the different monsters and creatures and sort of maps you build. So that's the really fun thing about this, is it's very customizable. You're kind of building your own maps. And frankly, having an organizer is key to this, because finding these pieces in this box, you're talking about hundreds of pieces here, can be extremely difficult to do. And I think with all board games, the biggest barrier to entry is always the setup and teardown. If your setup is over 15 minutes, people just kind of lose interest. So hopefully these organizers, which this is just one of, can help kind of streamline that process. So I'll keep showing these off. I can't see the camera, so I hope this is in shot. And hey, oh my goodness. And no spoilers here. I think this is all pretty much published. There's 27 of these. So if we think that there's maybe 15 pieces on each times 27, you're talking about 450 different pieces. Woof. All right, so next up we have a couple internal trays, which I'm gonna try to remove here. Actually, maybe I'll do this a different way. So it looks like we have our cards here. These are this is a monster deck, this is a normal deck, so these are like modifiers you use. If you've never played this, these are our events. I would highly recommend checking out Jaws of the Lion, which is a Gloomhaven sort of starter. And I think that's a really great way. I played it with my significant other, and she had a great time with it. She indulged me in my dorkiness here. So this is always appreciated. This is a bag of bags, because that's how much organization. There's probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 little Ziploc bags. So I appreciate the organizational help there. Looks like we have stands here. And then we have some more cards. These are road cards. So these are cards you can encounter on the road as sort of random events, which is fun. These look like they're more road cards. And I think in this game, I haven't done too much reading on it because I don't want to spoil anything, but one of the cool things is you're essentially building an outpost. So you'll go on missions, you'll get resources to build a different outpost and sort of build up your defense. And so it's a little bit of world building. So these are called outpost cards, which I think are random events that when you go back to build your outpost, you can get. These are other ones. There's also a winter and summer. So I think there's different cards based on whether it's winter or whether it's summer. So that's kind of a cool mechanic. We have some more, it looks like some organizers to help keep cards organized. Speaking of cards, these are all items. So I think these are all sort of items you can use to upgrade your character or, you know, do different stuff there. This is, it looks like 192. As you know from this channel, I know a lot about cards, and man, there's a lot of cards here. I am a little nervous to start organizing all this stuff. I think these are the monster cards, so that all the monsters have different abilities. That's only generated from that deck. And then finally, I'm just gonna take out one of these, but in each of these is a character card. So this one is the club here. I'm just gonna preview this. I don't think this is a locked class, but essentially each of these are different characters that you can do, or you can be. So this one I just pulled out is called the Drifter. So this is the front of it, this is the back of it. They sort of have some stats here. You can see that they have levels. You're leveling up your character. You have some abilities. You have your little standee that you're going to use on this. And then you have a little card here. So this is in, I think there's 20 different classes. So that's a lot of choices. And I think it starts out with the first maybe 5 or 6 unlocked, and then these are modifier cards. The first 5 or 6 are unlocked, and then as you progress through the story, more and more get unlocked. So it's always a challenge fitting this stuff back in. I don't want to go through all 20 of the classes here because I think this is just a quick video, but there's a lot of stuff here to explore and to enjoy. Let's see if there's anything else kind of hidden in this box. As I try to get this back in, I will do that later. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 plus that one. So there's 17 total classes. Is there anything underneath here? Does not appear to be so. So, oh, I was wrong. So if you remove this tray, holy crap, we have more stuff here. So we have, for each of the characters, there's a little box, or a little character rather, that has a box in it. So For those folks that like painting, this is the same character we looked at, the Drifter. So this is the Drifter right here. Pretty cool. I don't paint, but I have a buddy that does, so I might see if he can paint our characters. We're starting our campaign tomorrow, so I am on the hook to get all this unboxed, which is just, that's a lot, let's just say. These look like they're different scenario envelopes, so there's a whole bunch of stuff you unlock as you go through the game. So this just says 21, this says 24, this says 65. So there's about maybe 25 of these envelopes in here, which I think are things you open after you complete different missions as sort of little secrets. So that's pretty cool. Next we have our life dials here. So these are how you track your remaining life and I think your experience on a mission. So we have 4 of these. This game plays up to 4. And then we have, man, holy crap, there's more stuff here. I'm gonna need a bigger table. That's always the case. This is sort of a mechanism to help keep track of monster health and monster levels. I will note that I always use an app to help. There's a Gloomhaven tracker app. I think there's one for Frosthaven as well. So I typically don't use those, but I probably will for this game just to get started. Looks like some cheat sheet little cards for players. And then we have maybe more rewards cards here sealed. And then we have some more, maybe, I don't know, different mission cards. There's a lot of, I don't know what these are. These look like these might be for upgrading the Frosthaven outpost. It's called Barracks, so I'm assuming that's what this does. And it looks like possibly, you just lift these up to see, this might be it. So 16, 17 characters. There's a couple, I'm assuming these separate standee boxes that might be for later unlocked characters. I hear there's a secret character or 2 that you can unlock, but with 17 characters, 450 little things to pop out, just endless cards, 200 items, road cards. I feel that I have a lot of stuff to go through and get done. So hopefully this is a little fun for folks that are interested about this game. So these are some of what the other classes look like, just so you know. So lots of these in here, pretty cool. I'm excited to start this campaign. I think there's over 150 different missions, but you're going on sort of a non-linear path sometimes. So each adventure can be a little different for different players. So I might try and experiment and sort of stream some of our games or talk about it a little bit more, maybe do a review halfway through or something. But thanks for tuning in, everybody, and feel free to drop questions about this game in the chat.